Yeah, what's up, my peoples? You're watching Mental Telepathy's Arena, and I am your host, the lyrical genius, Black Titanium. You know, this is a continuation from my last video, which was a few minutes ago. But you know, sometimes your phone catch a mind of its own, and it cuts the video off at 18 minutes. So basically, like I was saying about the feds, how they detail you. When they detail you, they go to the they detail you like this. They'll send these skinhead niggas like this. Watching back of me, they'll send these skinhead niggas. They'll be acting like they pedestrians, and they walking right past you. But they really help and tell you. Like I said, they surround you with those niggas, and basically they'll really be watching you. But anyway, how they really do it, they'll run to the setting first. They'll study your patterns of movements. And if you don't believe me, there's a video out that I'll advise you to watch. It's a video called FBI, the confession of an FBI informant. The dude who informed on, who was one of the infiltrators of the Black Panther Party. He gave it all up too. He gave all the tactics up too. But like I was saying, what they do, they'll study your patterns, your movement patterns, as well as your eating patterns, as well as all of that, so they study your eating patterns so they can feed you longevity death. Everywhere you go, they'll have niggas putting shit in your food, and these niggas will be thinking that it's the gang members that's doing it. No, the gang members have been infiltrated, and niggas, they posing as these niggas. They posing as these niggas, and they acting as if they gang members, so that everybody, because they know that's what all the people in the neighborhood are scared of. It's the perfect cover for them. This is why I said gangs are one of the worst things that ever happened to black people, and the best thing that ever happened to a bitch ass nigga. Because now you got white people who are posing as gangsters inside their gangs. Yeah. All them niggas gotta do is, even in LA, all them niggas gotta do is come with some money, some dope, and they in. So, and then they come by me, they struck by me, and they won't look at a nigga hard, because they pussy, until they got them niggas around them. You feel me? So they'll just smirk and shit like, yeah, I did it. you know and I know who I am. That's what they say in their mind. They give you that look. And they know you know. So what they'll do, they'll pose like they gangsters. And they'll have the house niggas with them. And the crazy thing about it, like I said, out in the Pacific Northwest, when you do when I do my studies out there on the white man, that's the best place for you to really learn about them, because 85% of the masses is white out there. And like I said, they don't mind letting you know. They don't hide shit. They're not subtle like these niggas out, like the white man out here, and the house niggas out here. Them niggas is motherfucking snitches and pussies, and they cowards. So they not like them niggas. You feel me? They out there, they let you know up in the raw, man, because they got them little white supremacy militias and all them motherfuckers. Yeah, oh yeah, and they go hard out. They let you know that they all together. They all agree on that shit. And that's why I tell you that the black people out there, they definitely need help. The ones that grew up out there, they basically need help. They got them niggas in a tight submission hole, in the tight one. They fucking all the black chicks that look like something. The white boys out there is fucking all the black chicks that look like something, that look even half decent. And I swear to, and I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating. I'm giving you straight up facts. Straight up facts. It don't matter whether they African, Asian, black, They fucking all them chicks out there. And the crazy part about it, let me tell you the crazy part about it. What these black chicks are starting to do now, they starting to hang out with these skinhead white supremacist motherfuckers. Thinking that these niggas have really got love for them and loving it, are their friends and shit. So what's starting to happen? Do your research. You ain't gotta believe me, do your research. What's starting to happen, they starting to find these black bitches dead in ditches for hanging out with these motherfuckers. They don't understand the game of white supremacy. These motherfuckers don't, they will kill you for fucking fun. They don't understand this though. So the black people out there, they team up with white supremacy, carrying around for Confederate flags and all that shit. Real talk. And they side them, they hang out with these niggas and everything. And and the thing about them, they keep their shit real secretive. They don't get caught up in, the one thing about them white racist motherfuckers, they don't get caught up in their emotions, man. Because they know they don't want to wake up nobody that they got sleeping. So this is how these black chicks get fooled. Especially out there in the Pacific Northwest, because the black men out there are fucking cowards. They don't protect their women. They team up with the white boys too. Yo, the shit, just take a trip out there. You'll see what, anybody that ever been out there, I'm not talking about a house nigga, and any real nigga that ever been out there will tell you that I'm talking facts. I am talking facts. And at the same time they fucking the black chicks out there, they'll tell the white chicks, yo, you better not talk to that nigga right there. Real talk.
This guy Italian.
This is how I learned about them. This is how I learned about them. You get to do your research on the motherfuckers, and you'll find out about the motherfuckers deep in depth. Real talk. You'll find out this is how they follow a nigga now. You get to learn about them niggas deep in depth. Real talk. Real talk. You get to find out this is, and this is how I found out, because I learned a lot of shit when I went out there, because there's a lot of shit that I didn't know. This is why I went out there to do my research. Somebody, a very wise brother, he said, yo man, if you want to do your research on them, go out there in the Pacific Northwest, because 85% of the masses out there is white. Real talk. That's why when I see the white chicks out here, how they look all fucked up, these niggas out here, but they trained to love white bitches. When you go out to Seattle and places like that, that's one of the top 5 cities for physically fit people. So them bitches out there, I ain't gonna lie, I give people props where props is due. The white bitches out there looks fucking spectacular. So if you live out there a year or two and you used to looking at them type of chicks, when you come outside to a different state, you will see all type of flaws in the rest of these bitches. Real talk, the hair all over their face, all type of flaws. Real talk. But back to the essence of the conversation. Back to the essence of the conversation. When I go out there to do my research, I learned a lot of shit. This is one thing I learned. First of all, I was under the impression that most white people had jobs. I was under the impression that most white people had cars, houses or whatever. But when I went out there to Denver, Portland, Minnesota, Seattle, I found out that there was a major amount of fucking dirt poor white people. I found that shit out. I was like, I couldn't believe it. And they are the worst type of motherfucker. You think we act fucked up when we don't have no money? These niggas act way worse than we do. They act way worse than we do. You feel me? Let me hold up for a minute. But anyway, like I was saying, they act way worse out there when they don't have no money. That's one thing I learned. It's a lot of fucking poor white people out here. So, but like Dr. Umar Johnson said, They still enjoy the privilege of the white supremacy, even when, or the benefits of white supremacy, even when they're dead, broke, and poor. Even when they're dead, broke, and poor, they reap the benefits. That's what I learned, and I seen it out there in the first hand. I seen it out there firsthand. Even when they're dead, broken, poor, they reap the benefits of white supremacy. Because the rich ones don't treat the poor ones no different than they treat themselves. See, black people get caught up in the confusion that thinking that since we caught up in different classes that they are. No, they're not. They all agree on the game of white supremacy together, man. From 8 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. You feel me? So that's what I learned when I went out there to study them motherfuckers. Another thing that I learned when I was doing surveys out there was that, like I was saying, that the black chicks, they was teaming up with these niggas. And the black niggas was teaming up with these niggas. When they get around, they was teaming up with white supremacists. They was carrying around Confederate flags, all that shit. This is the shit that you learn, especially places like this where they got deep history and that slavery shit, and all these house niggas roaming around acting like they all of that. These niggas be straight motherfucking, and these niggas be walking around acting like they motherfucking part of our culture, stealing your culture, strutting around like they you. You feel me? But they started, like I said, they started finding a lot of black chicks dead from hanging out with them niggas. See, and they didn't understand, and they still don't understand that, you know, the game of white supremacy, that these motherfuckers will get you isolated and they will kill you. They have no conscience whatsoever about killing a black person, a Jewish person, or any other person. You feel me? I had to pause for a minute, man, because you know, niggas see me making these videos. They think shit is sweet. So I'll check a nigga in a minute. I don't give a fuck where we at. Cause they the bitches, not me. These niggas is hugging on the white man's nuts. And I'm damn sure ain't gonna walk around afraid of none of these pussy ass niggas. Not no niggas that they reduced into fucking cowards. Real talk. So I had to check one of them niggas, like, what the fuck, who you? Because, you know, he was in the back talking some bullshit. I said, so I cut off the camera. What's up, nigga? We can tell, we don't have, I don't have to show no, we don't have to show shit on no camera. But what they do, they wait till they get to the, you know, metropolitan areas like downtown and shit like that. And that's when they'll start performing with the white man. You know, talking major shit. You'll see the whole Illuminati puppet show going on out here when you. That's why they like me to come downtown, because it ain't hard to get these niggas to act out. It ain't hard to get these niggas down here to act out. So basically, you'll know this is wherever you go, whatever city you in, yeah, whatever city you in, man. Whenever, you know, if you like, I'm basically talking to the, you know, to the militant right now. Whatever city you in, that's why they like you to come downtown, because, you know, downtown is usually where the police and the feds is at in massive amounts. So they get to act out their Illuminati puppet shows. They, you know, they get real brave because they know they got the police around the corner. They know they got the feds around the corner. So this is they shit downtown. And like dude said, Mao Zedong said in his book, The Book of Red China, he said, whenever the feds attack you like that, they use the lumpkin proletariats. For those who don't know what the lumpkin proletariats are, that's the working class people. Those are the ones you will see acting out against you, and even some of the ones that don't work. No, because like I said, a lot of these black people, all they want is a pat on the back from the white man. You feel me? But my thing is to spread jewels amongst and bring about awareness to the people, man, who don't really know how to maneuver around these niggas. Because a lot of people, they think that, no, a lot of people have given in, man. They think that they can't conquer this monster called white supremacy. But you have to look at this shit from a whole different angle, man. It's been conquered. It can be conquered. But you have to tell yourself that it can be. You can't live with the mind state that, yo, man, I'ma just go along to get along. You know, I'ma just do what I gotta do. That's what a bunch of these niggas do, man. I'ma just do what I gotta do. I'm going to work. I ain't gonna rock the boat. I'm doing all what the fuck I gotta do. And they walk around like robots all day, from home to work, from work to home, cocking their legs open on the internet, all that shit. That's how they get their thrills. You feel me? But not like I was saying. When you come downtown to the metropolitan area and shit, this is where they really perform at. Only reason why they not performing right now because I got my camera turned on, and I'm gonna turn it off in a minute because I want to see. I like the entertainment. I'm gonna turn it off in a minute because I like the entertainment, man. Because you know why I like the entertainment? Because when the feds got a person like me isolated, you have to find things funny within the midst of adversity. And they don't understand what they don't realize is that when they got a nigga, when they started doing that shit, you know, pulling that shit off the Illuminati puppet show and all that shit, that shit is entertainment, and it helps me be creative about my time. It helps me be creative about my time. No, they helping me kill my time. Because basically, this is why I don't give a fuck about going to jail, going to prison, and none of that shit. Because I am in prison. I don't give a fuck about dying or none of that shit because I'm already dead. When you when they got you isolated, and they already fucked over your family structure, and they done did all that shit, nigga, you just basically waiting for them niggas to nail the coffin shut. So ain't no reason why a nigga should ever be walking around here on some submissive shit, on some scared shit, or any of that shit. There's no reason why you should be. Nigga, they throwing everything but the motherfucking kitchen sink at a nigga. So why would you be walking around here being scared of death? Why would you walk around here being scared to go to fucking jail or any of that shit? You shouldn't be, man, because you're already in jail. You're already dead. That's the fact of the matter, man. So all them pussy niggas that be talking about, yo, when I see that nigga, he better not come around here, da-da-da-da. I'm here. I'm right where the fuck you said I shouldn't be and that I wouldn't be, and that if I catch me, you gonna kill me, nigga. So kill me. Cause I'm prayed up, nigga. I'm already prayed up. I've been praying 5 times a day for the last 45 years, and I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. That's my motherfucking motto. More house niggas and shit. Yeah. That already happened, man. That already happened. Anyway. That's my motto, man. No, you don't walk around scared of no motherfucking oppressors. The niggas that's oppressing you, the white man oppressing you, what you gonna be scared for, man? The niggas, they don't know, they already killed you. Like I said, the process of killing the militant is to slander them, defame them, and then isolate them. Once they got you isolated, the people have signed your death warrant already. So what the fuck are you scared about? Real talk. What the fuck is a nigga scared about? Scared of what? Nigga, you already dead. You already in jail. This is the mind fuckery game that they play on niggas, man. Nigga, you already in jail, so what the fuck are you scared about? I'm not running around here scared of none of these motherfucking crack racist redneck ass motherfuckers or none of they fucking house niggas, man. But anyway, like I was saying, back to the essence of the conversation. When you come downtown, that's what they do. They pull out the Illuminati puppet show. They get all these niggas, gather them together, and they start performing for the white man. It ain't hard to get these niggas to do it. Because a lot of them, like I said, he got, in a lot of cities like this, he got these niggas in deep self-checked. Deep self-check. I wish I could have had my camera out last night, because sometimes I get in these little settings and these little scenarios and I don't think to pull out my camera. I don't think to pull my shit out, because I could catch some amazing footage. Amazing footage. You would think that this shit is a real live movie too. I could catch some amazing footage. But anyway, yeah, and a lot of times now, you know, that they've inducted and incorporated that shit, that they know, them little black ass chicks into called the sisterhood, into their little movement. Now you got a lot of them little fat stumpy bitches hoping that a nigga, you know, they hold on to the white man's dick. They live vicariously through the white man. But all these house niggas, they live vicariously through the white man. This is how they get their revenge. They hold on to the white man's dick and be like, you gonna get him, master, right? Yeah. You gonna get him, master? Okay, we'll be right there to watch. Yeah. And they be mad because, you know, they done cocked their legs open all their life, pussy all busted open and shit, and they mad that a nigga don't pick that shit. And you ain't supposed to, man. Them bitches ain't for the righteous. They are not for the righteous, man. We don't deserve no hoes like that, man. Bitches that got big mouths and bad attitudes and they go against the grain all the time when it comes to motherfucking men. Because any woman that don't respect God, man can't do nothing with her anyway. Remember that. And you see it all, like, and that's another thing you'll see when you get to the downtown area. How he inducted, you know, the whole sisterhood. No, basically, he know what he created. So basically, when you come this, all you gotta do, whatever city, let me put it like this. Whatever city you live in, if you think I'm lying, whatever city you live in, go to the downtown area at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and when you see all the people that start falling out of those buildings, you're gonna see the sisterhood come up out of there. Oh, not all of them are dressed in corporate clothes. You got them bitches that would, you know, with the weave in their head. Oh, they let them come to work all type of ways because they know that they kept them out of the job market for a long time and they don't know how to act. A lot of them don't even know how to conduct themselves. By the time they let them back into the job market, they got tattoos all in their fucking face and all type of shit. So, and they don't know how to conduct themselves at the job, but they let them act like savages anyway at the job because they inducted the movement into their system. This is why, as long as when the white man come, they submissive. They got fucked up with anybody else, no, but as long as it could be a fucking a white bum off the streets, and she better not disrespect them. That's how I've seen it. I've seen black chicks who be supervisors in the establishment, important positions. You have some little motherfucking nasty ass, dog smelling ass white dude might come in there, be bummed out, he be fucked up. And he just started arguing with the bitch, and if she, you know, black chicks, they can't hold their tongue worth shit. So basically what she'll do, she'll fall right into that shit. She'll fall right into that shit. Start arguing with the nigga. Next thing you know, he done called corporate and got that ass fired. I've seen it. Real talk, I've seen it. I've experienced it. Do all my research. All you gotta do is stand downtown or any city, any state you live in, and watch who fall out of those buildings. They don't hire nothing but the black woman. And they might, and now if a black man got a job in one of those offices, that nigga got a degree. They put most of them niggas in the off-brand jobs like construction and bullshit jobs. Real talk. But they starting to give them good positions too, because you know them niggas are starting to snitch. And they starting to suck dick and all that shit. This is why they bought the resurrection. See, there's two resurrections that they bought out. That's two of their most important resurrections. The resurrection of Pharaoh and the resurrection of Sodom and Gomorrah. They needed the resurrection of Sodom and Gomorrah because like I said, most of them are homos by nature. So and they couldn't wait to come out the closet. They was itching. That's why they pushed the gay agenda on the society. Because most of the motherfuckers are homos. If you do the research, go back to the Roman Empire, you see that they nothing that they won't do in bed with a homosexual, man. And this is why they persecute. This is why we living in a society now where they'll persecute you if you say something about a homosexual. I seen niggas get fired. I seen niggas get arrested, all that shit for saying something about a homosexual. Real talk, some shit that's an abomination to God. So that was one of the important resurrections. The other important resurrection was the resurrection of Pharaoh. When back in the time when Pharaoh, when the Jews, when they was reproducing at a steady rate, he came up with a rule that any man, any boy that was born, they had to kill him, and they left all the women alive. I'm sure that many of y'all know the story. This is what they doing to black people now. They come up with a rule that you financially castrate these niggas, and you let the black woman go into college, get her degree, go in the workplace, and live. You know why? Because they know that the black woman is a consumer. She's gonna give them the money right back. She's gonna give them the money right back. This is why they don't give a fuck about giving her a job or some money. Because they know that most black women are gonna deplete their wealth into the hands of other cultures. Because this is one of the symptoms of self-hate. When the people hate themselves, they will reach out to every other culture to be accepted on the social status to the point where they'll fuck over their own people. You have to understand that, man. We have, because a lot of people, they can't understand how, our people will just, basically fuck over us. But that's because money don't erase self-hatred. Money don't erase self. A lot of these motherfuckers, you see them getting a job, money don't erase that shit, man. It don't erase none of that shit. You go to the workplace, you still see them with the same attitudes. You still, you go to they still got the same self-destructive ways, man. They just get to hide behind the status quo now. They just get to hide behind the status quo, man. And the crazy part about it is that they got a lot of these black niggas that, this is the reason why they got a stereotype as the black woman got to take care of us. Because you got a lot of these niggas laying up on chicks, and they don't understand how they being handicapped. It starts out by thinking that nigga thinking that he a player and shit, right? So he'll end up laying up on a chick, and by the woman trying to be, by her trying to be nice and supportive. He finds himself taking advantage. He'll be taking advantage of that shit. But he don't understand that this was all part of the plan, the design plan, for you to meet this chick, so that she could handicap your ass by crumbing you to death. This is what a lot of these niggas do, man. They run around, chicks is running their ass for $40, $50, $70, $100 or some shit like that, and they running around because they might be shut out of the job market. And basically, who's the breadwinner? She is. So basically what they do, they play the submissive role. They got to do everything she say. And she run these niggas. A lot of these niggas are sitting up right now in chicks' houses while they at work, and they switching and reversing roles. As long as he's willing to switch and reverse roles, play the role of the nanny, the babysitter, cook, clean, wash dishes, clean the house, she's cool. She in return will let the nigga smoke weed in front of her kids. She in return will, turn a blind eye to this nigga being a pedophile on her kids. And this is the sick shit that black people go through, man. This is the cycle that's spinning, and the shit is spinning so fast that people can't understand what's going on. Yeah, you got a lot of these niggas laying up on chicks right now. But the crazy thing about it, like I said, that sisterhood shit was incorporated into their system, and that's the reason why they letting the nigga move in anyway. Because they know they plan on throwing the nigga out when it's raining, when it's snowing. All you hear them bitches talking about, you can get the fuck out of my house. This is my shit. Because that's all they really got. That's all they really got. So that's all part of the plan of them letting the nigga lay up on them. They handicap the nigga, and then they basically, they base at the end, in the end of the game, they call their daddy into the game, the police. They call their daddy into the game. It was all part of the design, man. It's one of the oldest things that's going on right now, man. Because they know that basically that they financially castrated the black man and kept him out of the job market. You know, a lot of these niggas, you know, you might see them with a little bullshit jobs, but you know, the white man got very creative ways of getting his money back. If you ain't no real disciplined nigga, and black people are not disciplined, we're consumers, the biggest consumers in the world, as a matter of fact, he know how to get his money back, so he don't give a fuck about them little off-brand jobs. Okay? He don't care about none of them off-brand jobs, man. So what he'll do, especially to a militant, he'll plant one of them chicks on you, man. And if you go for it, and you make one of them chicks your girl, my nigga, it's gonna topple your whole world. Because, like I said, she's already working for these niggas, man. The feds, the niggas the feds that want you dead, who want you silenced, who want you secluded into a small ass city somewhere. Who wants you to shut the fuck up because he don't want to be exposed. Real talk. So when you make this chick your girl, nigga, you just made one of the biggest mistakes of your life. Real talk, you have just made one of the biggest mistakes of your life, making them big 33-pound weave wearing ass chicks your girl. I'm telling you. Because all she gonna do, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. All she gonna do is embarrass you in public every time y'all go out in public together. All she gonna do is keep your fucking dirty laundry in the street with them niggas that she's up under, them rapo pedophile ass niggas that she's up under. This is what they do, man. They have no morals or fucking principles at all. This is why I call them bitches, because they're nothing close to a queen, man. You make any one of them chicks your girl, you'll have a better time smoking crack or some shit like that. Real talk. You'd have more fun smoking